Sit down and heal with Coach Derrick. Let that old pain breathe and we air it. You already know that you need to heal. Let me show you how. Turn the volume up, talk it out right now. Sit down and heal with Coach Derrick. You picking through, can you feel it? You already know that you need to heal. Let me show you how. Turn the volume up, talk it out right now.
And welcome to another episode of the Sit Down and Heal podcast. My name is Coach Derrick, and I am your host. I am a certified healing journey coach and relationship coach. And what does that mean? That means that I help you heal first before I let you go back outside. I don't give you dating advice before we figure out where you are in your healing journey, because they both go together. And if you don't know that yet, you will know that when you finish listening to me tonight. And I welcome you guys here for another episode. This has been interesting. It's been fun. I love what I do, and this is just a part of the brand. If you need to find anything about what I do, go to sitdownandheal.com, and you can find every single thing that I do there. It's a treasure trove of information. This Tuesday night at 7:30, every Tuesday night at 7:30 goes to not just YouTube, but it goes to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, all of the places where they have podcasts. I work hard to get myself on all of them, Pandora. So wherever you listen, you can listen. You don't have to watch, you can listen. So let's do this. Tonight is the fourth episode in the series of 5 that we call Spring Cleaning Your Love Life. And we detoxing our dating habits so that we can show up better, right? And this has been fun. Like, we talked about some things. We talked about, people who rush, people who move too fast. We talked about a lot of things that culminate into you being a better dater, right? Tonight is about fear. You're dating from fear. Why? The why is always the question. Dating from fear, right? And this is what I see a lot here. This is what I see a lot here. Dating from fear. I see a lot of people who are fearful of dating because, they haven't really worked on themselves or healed from a breakup, and now they want to reintegrate back into the dating pool, and they don't know what to expect. So they sometimes isolate themselves from the whole dating pool just to protect themselves. I see people who have been divorced. They've been married for so many years, and they don't even know what to do. So there's a level of fear that goes in there. A lot of times people just jump in the pool and we hope for the best, and we haven't really grown since the infraction, since the breakup, since the I haven't worked on myself, but I'm going to try anyway. The same you going back out there may yield some similar results. Stand by for literally a millisecond. Hold on 1 second. All right. So when we talk about fear, we got to look at what it looks like. What are some of the characteristics of a person who's dating out of fear? How would you recognize if I'm a fearful dater, right? So I'm going to list out a few things. I'm going to add a few things, but we're going to get down to what this really is. So some signs that you're dating from fear, and I have my notes as usual. Staying somewhere. Oh, this one, y'all gonna love this one. Staying somewhere despite being incompatible. You're still going to keep dating a person even after you realize that it doesn't align. What are we doing that for? Y'all find out this misalignment on the first phone call, on the first date, and you still keep going. You got to ask yourself why. And it can't just be because you're hungry. Y'all need to stop that foodie calls. Don't be playing with these people just because you want somebody to take you out to eat, but you don't like anything about them. Isn't that weird? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, you're sitting across the table from somebody you don't like just because you're hungry. You're not just wasting their time. You wasting your time. Oh, wait, maybe y'all don't see it as a waste because y'all get your tummy full for free. Stop it. You want to know how to create a villain? Play with their feelings. Ladies, y'all know these men can't handle rejection well. You just gonna keep going and making it worse. Date number 10, date number 15, I just want to eat. Once you tell them the jig is up, you might have created a monster. Stop it. So now, let's talk about this next one, this next bullet point that I have. Ignoring your standards. Who's ever done that? We don't give a damn about our standards when we scared. You know why? Because when you ignore your standards and you're dating, right? It's that fear, right? So like, let's say one of your standards may be, I need to ask them a certain amount of questions to make sure that I get some information out of them so I can figure out what type of person I'm dealing with, right? Even if it's a lie, I need to try to see and look and watch and see what information I can get so I know that it's okay for me to be here. But guess what? When we say ignoring your standards because of fear, this is what I mean. I'm afraid that I won't see them again, so I'm not going to worry about my protective measures. I'm going to hide them just so that they don't go anywhere, even though they're a what, ladies and gentlemen? A stranger. I'm afraid for a stranger to leave, so I am going to ignore my vetting of them just to make sure that they don't go anywhere. Stop it. They're a stranger, y'all. And you just kind of bypassed your safety for this person. You better look down, ladies and gentlemen. Your anxious attachment is showing. Your abandonment wound is showing. Pick it up. What are we doing? We're afraid to let a stranger go. Now I'm looking at you. So all of the things, I swear to y'all, I sound like a broken record, but y'all gonna hear me one day. You're afraid to let a stranger go, right? And it's mostly sometimes because you don't want to feel abandoned, right? So you're going to just not ask the questions. You're just going to make sure you do whatever it takes to keep them there. You're going to abandon your safety for them just so that they don't go anywhere. So I'm looking at you, and you got to ask yourself, why? Why would I be so obsessed with not letting somebody go that I don't have any information about yet? We got to look at it. Because now, the boogeyman, right? Think about what I'm saying, and I talk about this a lot. The boogeyman, right? The manipulator, the liar. You think they have to lie or manipulate too much when you're this person? Most of the time, they don't have to do nothing. I'm sorry, anything. My mama gonna kill me. She gonna unalive me for the grammar. They don't have to do it. Your fear gives them carte blanche to just hang around and take whatever you give. We just talked about this on the live about your safety being very, very important. Imagine a person, right? Imagine a person who has been hurt before. Deep hurt. Maybe 2 or 3 of them in their lives. Oh, I've been lied to, manipulated, cheated on, abused. I'm going to still try, though. You would think this person would be more guarded. Oh, this is where the inner child and attachment styles and all that stuff just start. Like, you would think they would be more guarded, right? And a lot of us are, but it's a special type of person that goes through that and they don't have any caution because they need to just have someone. So it's not even a fear of dating. It's a fear of being alone. And that thing right there, ooh, it be all over us, don't it? Sometimes you don't even give a damn about a relationship. You just like, I just need somebody there. I can't sit by myself. You and your inner child need to sit the hell down. Come on now. Y'all know what the name of my brand, Sit Down and Heal. It's a real thing. Like, you can't sit at home for 3 days? What are we doing? Where's that come from? Right? Not speaking up or advocating for yourself because you're scared to lose someone in the dating, getting to know you phase. Isn't that wild? I call these people pre-shrinkers, right? Because they shrink themselves before they even know that there's something to shrink from, right? We don't advocate for shrinking, but if you're going to do it, have a reason, right? But you do have a reason. It just has nothing to do with the person that you're dating. Isn't that weird? You're afraid of them before they even show up. We got to look at where that comes from. And if you don't know, Sit Down and Heal Coaching is here for you. At least to kind of give you some guidance on what the hell to do next. Because imagine being in a dating pool and anticipating that everybody's going to do something to you, hurt you, lie to you, that you just shut up and shrink so that maybe one of them will just stay and just love you for whatever the hell it is that you're doing, the hiding and all of that. Oh, I was a hell of a pre-shrinker, y'all. And of course it comes from childhood, y'all. Out the consummate conflict avoider. It's still in here a little bit because I saw my dad do that, right? If I saw a conflict coming, I would find a way to predict what it's going to be so that I could fix it before it became a thing. And boy, that's a hell of a rabbit to chase, ain't it? Oh, you be chasing the chicken. You be like, I can't wait. They're going to be mad. Okay. All because you think that's going to grant you peace. It doesn't. We got to learn to speak up for our damn selves and tell somebody we don't like something instead of sitting in it for years. You know, you sit in it for so many years, the other person think it's normal. Then when you do speak up for yourself, they looking at you like, what the hell is wrong with you? You better be quiet like you used to be. That's why I fell in love with you. Ooh, y'all better cut that one. The next one I have written down here is accepting breadcrumbs. Because you're scared. You're scared to stand on your 10 toes and say, you know what? This inconsistent behavior ain't the life I want to live. You know, people, right? People will accept minimal effort, minimal behavior in anticipation for the breadcrumb and won't go on near one date. That's right, I said near one. They that already made you the person in their mind, they will wait on you to show up no matter how long it takes because they don't have nothing else to do, right? And Coach Tanya always say, you better find something else to do. You better find you a hobby. Yeah, I'm gonna keep using her for that because it's true. She said that to me, not in the dating thing, but it's like, why are you spending so much time doing this thing over here? You don't have nothing else to do? Like, calm down, sir. And I'm telling y'all, when we dating, we still supposed to live our lives. When we funnel ourselves into, let me tell you something. Let me make the rewind. Let's rewind. Y'all remember when I say y'all, right? It's not y'all, but y'all, the figurative y'all. You remember when y'all used to, some of y'all still doing it and you 50. Remember when y'all used to let's use gender. Can we do that? Matter of fact, let's do this. We're going to take an airplane, right? A little baby Cessna, right? We're going to fly to this place that I call the land of make-believe. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. So we're going to fly over to the land of make-believe, right? Because we're going to go to the land of make-believe. This is a place where I can give you scenarios to illustrate a point, but the characters are fake. That way you know I'm not talking about you. Okay? So now we landed. Boom. We're in the land of make-believe. I'm not talking about you. When I use gender, it's for illustration. It is not to beat up or bash a gender. This is just for us to talk about something so it'll make sense to you, right? So now, let's pretend there's a young teenage girl or a 20-something. Remember when you had your little boyfriend and you ostracized the world for that dude? Your friends was like, where you at? You wasn't even yourself no more. You barely even know this dude. You ain't called your mama back in 2 weeks. I got a man now. You lost yourself. In 4 weeks. With a damn stranger. We didn't care. Right? Don't nobody else care but him. No matter but him. Right? Why we still do this when we 50? Because that same teenager is still inside you driving. So when we dive into people like this, right? In the wild, right? In real life, we devote ourselves to people after 7 days and 14 days and they be disappearing and we don't care because we've already given them everything. So no wonder the breadcrumbs work. They won't work on my graduates, right? But no wonder they work, right? Because there's a deficiency that you're trying to fill. And this person meets whatever little, because you're not on your standards or your deal breakers at this point. You just need them to be there. So the qualification list is real tiny. They're going to qualify in 2 days. You know what happens when we feel like people qualify? Boundaries gone, standards gone, deal breakers gone, because it's all them. The same way you did when you was a kid. It doesn't go away until you figure out that you have control. So the breadcrumbs are going to work because you just going to wait. You don't got nothing else to do. You don't have no hobbies. You waiting on that call. Day 1. Waiting on that call. Day 2. Waiting on that call. Day 3. Day 3, you like, you know what? I don't want to seem pressed, but let me just text. Are you okay? I was worried about you. I just want to make sure you're fine. I haven't heard from you like you used to call every day, but I just want to see where you are. Day number 4 go by. Day number 5 go by. Now you're going to call them. Hey, I called all the hospitals. I don't know where you are. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, this ain't your man. This ain't your man. Right? So now you calling. Day number 7 come. You get a text. I miss you. Oh, I was waiting on this. We're back. And then this is what you do because you're afraid to leave them. Let me tell you what you do, right? Let me get into character. Oh my God, I was worried about you. I haven't heard from you in 7 days. And I just didn't, I know. You told me that you work hard. You was probably busy. You probably didn't have time. You probably fell asleep. You see what I'm doing? I'm giving him an excuse. He don't have to lie now. Please, next time, just let me know where you are so I know that everything's okay. It's okay that you're working, right? You can disappear for 5 days. I don't care. I just want to make sure that you just send me a text and say I'm okay. I can't even breathe. Please don't leave me. Did y'all catch that last part? Please don't leave me. You think that's an adult thinking that and saying that, or is that a kid saying that? Here's a cheat on the test. It's a little kid inside you that doesn't want to feel abandoned. It's keep showing up if you don't work on it. That's why I'm here to help you with it. If you need it, you got to, send me a message and be like, the hell? That's me. We can work on this. Let me let you in on a little secret. Let me whisper it. Your boundaries won't work if you're still living a life of trauma. It shows up everywhere. That's why the people that you are afraid of don't have to lie because you'll do it for them. Shh. You didn't even give him a chance to use his manipulation. He was where he done studied for it for 7 days, and he had the lie, and you took it from him. Damn it. We jumping off of that, cause y'all need to stop. Some of y'all need help stopping. And it's okay. We've all been there. So now, the next one I have. Ooh, this one y'all really love. And remember, we still in the land of make-believe. So if you get triggered, it's okay. Just inbox me, right? And we can talk about it, right? Rushing commitment. Y'all love this one. So what are we? I told y'all, people come in my inbox and they be like, how long I gotta wait for them to be serious about me? You waiting? Oh, we gotta do a self-esteem check. Go ahead and self-worth. Where is it? Self-esteem. Where is it? How long you gonna wait? Well, it's only been 8 months, and I just don't know if they really like me. Y'all know, once we get to a certain age, 8 months feel like 8 years. The hell? You be like, 8 months, and you still don't know if they like you. You exclusive to this person? Yeah. You only sleeping with them? Yeah. Is that your man? I don't know. We just chilling. If you just chilling, why you asking that question? Because you want something else. Ooh. Your words always betray you, don't they? I just want to know how long. You know who gets to dictate how long you wait? Here's another secret. It's not them. There's only one other answer, y'all. So now you're in a pickle. I want the long-term relationship and a commitment, but it's not happening. So what do? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to force. What are we doing? When are you going to? Why are we doing this? When are you? Just do it now. Hurry up. It's taking too long. Let me let you in on another secret. You don't want a partner that you had to bully into being with you. It doesn't end well. Because listen to my words, they may have an unhealed childhood wound that when you tell them you're going to leave and you give them an ultimatum, they're going to do whatever it takes to make sure you don't leave because they don't want to be alone either. But notice I didn't say love. Notice I didn't say that you guys were aligned. You're just together. Y'all will let a man tell you, I really like being here and I only want you to sleep with me and I don't want you to talk to nobody else, but I don't like titles. What? Yeah, like I don't want to like publicly claim you, but I want to claim you, but I don't like titles because it takes a while for somebody to get to know somebody. So I figured like maybe like 2 years, you really get to know somebody and then you could be my girlfriend. And then what? Sir, y'all like sir. You gonna be waiting 2 years. I ain't gonna be here. I don't know who you doing that with, but right? We older now, right? So I'm 50. 2 years means a lot. I ain't trying to rush you. I ain't waiting 2 years. but you do. You're going to go against everything you stand for. You're going to go against all of your core values just to keep them. Why? Right? So here's the last bullet point on possible signs that you may be dating from fear. You think this might be your last chance. There's no good people out here, and this is the only one that's dating me, so I have to make this my man. I have to make this my woman. I gotta hurry up and buy. I have to assume the sale because we gotta figure out. And look, wait. When my fingers do like this, I'm thinking in real time. Wait. I think this is my last chance at love. I am going to force it to work. And I'm not a narcissist. I'm not a manipulator. I'm the good person. Manipulators find me. But I have to manipulate this situation to serve me so they don't leave, so that I don't have to keep trying again. Who's the manipulator now? You want to know what that looks like? I don't know if he really liked me, but let me give him some. And then he won't go because my stuff is better than everybody's. Let me do extra to people please that person so they know that I'm the choice because I may not get this opportunity again. But here's the crazy part. You already know that this person doesn't align with you, but you are trying to manipulate and create a scenario by where it works, but it's fake. This isn't love. This is attachment. This is scarcity mindset, right? And we're going to talk about that in a minute. You're so scared that you won't find anybody because it's not a lot of good women. I found one that I think is good, even though they're not really what I want. I'm going to just make it work because I'm tired of meeting people and trying to ask the dating questions. I'm just, fatigue is on me. I'm going to just make this one work. Oh, he's a horrible communicator and he don't have no empathy. I can teach him how to have that so he could be the man that I create like Plato. I'm going to make him, he wants to be, he doesn't want to have the ambition to be this thing. But if I motivate him, that he could be the owner of the business and I can make him do something so that then we could look like a power couple. And then I can't even breathe. Like, what? Men and women do it. Let's not get it twisted. Oh, we be trying to make them in the image of what the hell we want. How's that working out for you? Here's the other news flash. That's not really them. It's a fake costume version of who they are. And here's the other side of it. They may have a childhood trauma that makes them a people pleaser, so it looks like they like it. They don't. So you think you've won. They like the changes I'm making. It's not them. No, I hope y'all caught that. You change a person enough, they're going to end up resenting you in the end because they didn't want that shit. They didn't want that. But they also didn't want to lose you because they have their own abandonment issues too. So it looks like love. It's manufactured, ladies and gentlemen. Manufactured love. How could somebody do that? Why would you want a fake love? Because I'm scared to be by myself. And this is what I hear from a lot of people. I would rather have it that way than to have nothing at all. What the hell are we doing? So let's keep going. So now I've alluded to some of these fears. I've alluded to, where it could come from, because what I do here at Sit Down and Heal Coaching is we talk about where it comes from. We just don't talk about what hurts us. We got to figure out where it comes from so that we know where to start healing. And once we start healing, then we become better versions of ourselves because we are more aware. Once we're more aware, then we can be in a dating pool really understanding who's supposed to be in front of us because we know us. Most of us do not know ourselves, and that's why I coach. If you don't know yourself, you will get a lot of misalignment and call it love. It is not. It is your fear. You think you're so smart that you found a perfect person where you don't realize that the little girl or the little boy inside of you just found good enough. And you relinquished all of the things that protect you for something that isn't even love. Right? It's not love. It's something we need, but it ain't love. I had to learn this a long time ago, right? Like when people matriculate through my system, they'll learn about why they attach the way that they do, the attachment styles and the shadow work. And we do all this, right? Because we got to get to the core of you so that you understand that you're an amazing person. But instead, what happens is we have a scared little kid. We can't even be amazing because a little kid is eating. They're getting full off of bullshit. You're accepting minimal, mediocre behavior and calling it love. Oh, well, he's always there for me. Yeah, but he don't care about you. He wants to acquire you. He wants to siphon off your natural resources, and I'm not talking about smecks. You guys know that there are more things that people want from you than just your body. They're even more anxious for things like communication. They're even more anxious for things like I want to feel loved like my mama should have. So they will waste and take your time while you are protecting the thing between your legs. They've been sitting with you for 8 months. They've been on your phone and texting you every day because that is not the driver. People have all kinds of trauma and things that they need from you. And instead of you advocating for yourself and saying this doesn't match, your inner child is like, it's good enough. They keep texting me every day and they keep calling me, so I guess they like me. I'm gonna have to give you another. Let me just whisper. Somebody calling and checking on you is a low ass bar for entry into a relationship with you. They're supposed to do that. Right? I think I should be with him because he's been nice to me. Really? I'm not used to people being nice to me. Okay. Boundaries gone. Standards gone. Deal breakers gone. Because somebody was nice. Because somebody said they like you. Y'all know, I love it when I deviate from the damn notes. Y'all know, minimal behavior, although we love it and it's commendable, you don't get a cookie for being nice to me. That says more about me than it does about you. Because why is that enough? Right? This is baseline behavior. I'm calling to check on you. I really like spending time with you. This is like low, like, what else are we learning? And guess what else, ladies and gentlemen? When you accept the minimal low bar behavior, guess what the other person is doing? Watching how easily you accept it. They're testing your boundaries in real time and you're failing. When you fail the boundary check, you will never see the manipulation coming. Because you've already showed him or her that your boundaries suck. Let's breathe. And again, let me whisper again. They didn't have to manipulate a damn thing. You did it. I know y'all hate to hear this because you should be listening to more than just their mouth. Nonverbal cues are a language too, but our ears love it. Let me give y'all, let me do another roll. Wait. Let me get into character. Okay. Okay. So, when I took you out last week, I just don't even know. Like, oh my God. I didn't know that things could feel that way. It was amazing. I can't wait to see you again. You get me when no one else has. Like, I feel vulnerable and open to tell you everything, like I'm an open book. I've never done this with anyone else. You are the one that I feel comfortable with. I know we both out here dating, but for what? This is easy for us. Not just me. You feel it too. Okay, insane. Stop falling for that shit. You haven't learned nothing yet. Your boundaries are gone. Get a towel, wipe it up. It's not enough. It felt good to hear, though. It's only been 2 days. What have we learned? We ain't learned Jack. What's his last name? Like what? So now let's put this into context. Because I'm a mathematician and an engineer. Let's break it down like a fraction, y'all. What I just did, there was nothing wrong with it. Remember what I said afterwards. Stop falling for it. I didn't say that it was a problem that it was said. I said stop falling for it. Because we like people that dig into us and let us know that they enjoyed themselves and they honest. But why does that make all of your boundaries hit the floor like a skirt? Why does that make you relinquish everything in your body, including intuition, die? It shouldn't be that easy to break through everything that's supposed to keep you safe. It's not enough. But it is for your inner child. It's enough. That's why we have to do the work here at Sit Down and Heal Coaching to make sure that you and that inner child have a synergistic relationship enough that when she flares up and she accepts this and she wants to relinquish the boundaries, you say, hold on, little girl. Hold on, little boy. I got this now. You can trust me. We're together in this. I know you feel abandoned, but guess what? We ain't gonna let this motherfucker play in our face. We tired of this. Because they didn't do anything else but whisper. We like to, hey, how you doing? That's not enough to relate. First of all, let's do this. Your boundaries, listen to me, should never be relinquished even if you've been married 30 years. The things that you sacrifice your integrity for, no human being on earth should be able to penetrate that because that's for you. There is no time where you drop it. For anyone. Whether you're dating or in a relationship, if it's something that you know is detrimental to the integrity of who you are, even your husband and your wife need to adhere to it. You don't let it go. Y'all letting it go in 3 weeks and wondering why you get played. You letting it go in 3 weeks and wondering, oh, how did they learn? They figured me out. I gave them the blueprint. No, they didn't have to have a blueprint because you wouldn't close your damn mouth when you was like, oh my God, you want to take me out of town? No one's ever done that. They're watching you. You look crazy. They're like, is that a little girl response? Oh my God, wow, no one's ever treated me nice. Your trauma is showing. They don't have to lie. Y'all better come here and learn. Y'all better get in my damn inbox. Hold on, let me. Y'all better, we can learn where our blind spots are. It doesn't mean perfect, but this is too easy. 3 weeks? Let me tell y'all something. The average demographic that even comes to me for coaching is over 35. Really over 40, right? Ain't you tired of people playing in your face? By now, and here's the caveat. I know some of us have arrested development. It's still a little kid. Like, that's what we do. We got to get that little kid to realize that you grown now. They don't know it yet. I hope y'all, I know I cursed a couple times, but I don't give a damn. This is my show, right? So look, we have to watch our behaviors when we can identify that we're afraid of something. We are going to have to corral that fear and try to control and regulate the fear before we even think about being in the damn dating pool, because that fear comes from inside. It comes from a little version of you, right? Even if you're a grown adult and you had a marriage for 10 years and it was horrible and you broke up and, oh my God, I'm scared. Still a little kid in there. Y'all want to go? Let's go a little deeper. There's still a little kid in there, even though you were grown and your husband or your wife treated you bad and they cheated on you and they did all the things and they hurt you, narcissists, and they just, oh my God, I'm trying to heal from them. Listen to my words. I'm trying to heal from them. They did this to me and they did this to me and I need to heal from them. And I'm afraid to date again because I might meet another one. And so if I don't date, then I won't find another one to hurt me because I'm afraid of them, right? But when you get coached, right, when you go through my system, we learn that the reason why you attached to them in the first place is because there was a little girl that was afraid to be abandoned. And now you hooked into this person. And when they started to show you the monster, you kept going because you didn't want to let them go, because you didn't want to be afraid, because the little girl was always afraid since you was 10. So you stayed longer than you should have out of fear that you would lose them, out of fear that you would be alone. And there's a host of other things, right? There's financial stuff and kids and all that. We're not talking about that. You stayed when you knew it was the most painful shit you ever felt in your life. And that's because the little girl says, hell no, we're not strong enough. Let's just keep them. So when you break up, guess what? You're not breaking up because you fell out of love with them. You're breaking up because you're choosing yourself. But the little girl still has her hooks in them. That's why it's hard for you to detach from them, because there was an attachment in the first place. So when you come to me, we're not going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the little girl. We work on her, then you don't have to repeat him ever again in your life, because you'll have the strength to leave as soon as you realize that it's not for you, because the deal breakers and the boundaries and all that stuff that you let go in this 2 weeks, you ain't going to never let them go. So that's why you learn that your value and your worth and your esteem matter more than what you think is love for them. You can't give them ownership of those things, because when you need them back, they have it. You can't leave. Those are yours. Your self-esteem is yours. Your self-worth is yours. But when we're afraid to lose them, we let them take ownership of it. They got to tell you cute in order for you to feel cute. We got to stop doing this, or we will repeat the cycle, or we will choose to isolate from the world, and that's not healthy either. So that doesn't mean that you need to be in a relationship, but you need to be better. Being better sets you up if you're single or dating. All right, let me breathe. Hold on, I got a drink over here because my mic be picking up my swallow sounds. I'm working on that though. Okay? There we go back to the notes. Wait, what time is it? Okay, cool. So now, when we talk about fear, we got to talk about where it comes from. Your fear isn't the dating pool. Your fear is that you're going to get hurt again. You're afraid that you're going to emotionally attach to the wrong person. You're afraid that somebody's going to push past your boundaries without you knowing. It's hard to push past things if you tell them no, right? They can't do it. So the scarcity mindset sounds like this. There aren't any good men or women anymore. I'm the only one. Everybody else is trash. All the good ones are taken. But you're still dating. It's two competing energies. At least they're better than my ex. Ooh, I got into a relationship like that, y'all. Y'all know we do this, right? We get hurt by our ex, and then we go back outside and we just want to find somebody opposite of them. We don't care about none of the other stuff, the boundaries, and just as long as they don't hurt me like them, I'm safe. As long as they don't have the same personality, I'm safe. You know, his name is Daryl. As long as I don't meet another Daryl, I'm safe. As long as I don't meet another Sagittarius, I'm safe. I'm just going to stay away from Sagittariuses. Stop it. When I went the total opposite of my ex, right? Way back then, the new person wasn't good for me either. They just wasn't them. Oh, it took me a long time to figure that out. I was in that next relationship for 3 years. Why? Because I didn't want to be by myself. It had nothing to do with loving them. I just didn't want to be. I dug my heels in and I did the performance of what you're supposed to do to make sure they don't go anywhere. Oh, and I got treated like shit in the process because that's who they were, right? It's just like when you get in a relationship with somebody who may have narcissistic traits. They show you who they are, and we just keep going because we don't want to, we don't want to feel like we failed. We don't want to feel like, oh God, another breakup. And we stay. And we let them do things to us, abuse us, and we stay. We wait for them to apologize because we know when they apologize, the behavior gonna change for a couple of days. So we'll take that. We'll take it. We know when they go ahead and take that drink because they want to take the edge off, they're going to say some shit that we don't want to hear. It's going to hurt. But as soon as they get sober, we be good again. Oh, it ain't just ladies that deal with this. We have to heal. See, all of this stuff I'm talking about, it's about me. Sit down and heal is a real, I do this for real because I care about people. Let me just be really selfish. I care about people who are most like me, right? I am very uniquely qualified to help introverts, empaths, people pleasers, fixers, people who sit in silence, people who pre-shrink themselves before they get into relationships, people who can't get over breakups because the attachment is so strong from your inner child. That's me. So if you're like me, when you get coached by me, I know how to handle you. Most of y'all here, it's 12 people here, at least 10 of y'all are like this. I know this for a certainty. We can do better. Empaths. Did I say empaths? Empaths. We got the most sucky boundaries on the planet Earth. Sit down and heal just means stop. You're repeating a cycle. Stop and make an assessment. But most of us don't know how to do that. And that's what I teach you how to do in coaching. I don't teach you from a lens of listen to me, follow my instructions. I teach you from the lens of I'm going to teach you how to do it by yourself so you don't need me. So you can flourish through life and make your own choices, but in a healthier way, and let the birdie fly. So let's go. You don't have to do it by yourself anymore. So now, you know what? I have some notes here on let me just do this, right? Forget the notes. Everything that I said tonight, most of y'all have identified with some part of it, whether you were on one side or the other, right? I'm here to tell you it's never too late for you to learn how to do and be better. It's never too late for you to get healing in your life, right? I've coached people that are like 70 years old, so they still want to be better. It's never too late to not have that on you. It's never too late to build healthy boundaries around your parents or your siblings or you can learn to be better as a whole, complete human being here, not just in relationships. Well, relationships with family and co-workers is still relationships, so it's all encompassing. You don't have to do it yourself because you don't know how to do it yourself. And that's not an indictment on you. It's just an indictment on how society has conditioned us. Our parents didn't know how to heal. They just did it trial by error. We didn't know how to heal. We just let the narcissists abuse us for 5 years. But now we have the internet. You have access to information. You're watching me right now, so you don't have an excuse after today to say you don't know where to go. And even if you talk to me and I realize I can't help you, I will route you to somewhere that can. I would rather you get help than to get coached by me if it doesn't fit. But at least try, or you will be one of these people talking about the dating pool got pee in it. If you say these words out your mouth, you need coaching. It doesn't mean bad people aren't out there. It means you are shouting to the rooftop, almost like a bat signal, to let the narcissist and everybody you hate find you because your trauma's showing. Stop it. The only people that I give credence to say the dating pool got pee in it is people that say they will never date again. Cool. People who are participating in dating, you're creating a mantra that's going to draw them to you. Keep your mouth closed. And do more analysis over how you move. If you're going to keep participating, then why say everybody? These absolute statements are your trauma response. Everybody includes you if you're in a dating pool, so stop it. It sounds silly to say that the dating pool, listen to my words, you're not saying there's some people in the dating pool that are not good. You're saying the dating pool is trash, but I still date. So that means you like trash. Because you basically said everybody. Those are your words. We got to be careful what we speak into the universe. And let me say this. As I land the plane, when you enter into the dating pool scared, and you're also saying these negative things about the dating pool, pee, trash, ghetto, whatever you want to call it, right? You have to know that when you say this out loud, the manipulators and the predators that y'all are afraid of, they hear it as a trauma response. She's been hurt before. He's been hurt before. They're having a horrible time dating, but they're still participating in dating. So I'm going to target you because I know that there's pain in you and you are leading with it. So if you lead with pain, I just need to take that pain and make it feel comfortable so you can shut up enough and relinquish your boundaries enough for me to infiltrate you. Shut up. Shut up and watch. Because what you will do with your fear and your trauma, oh my God, forget all of them all, but you're still dating. When they find you because you put the bat signal out, they come to you. And now your inner child, little girl, is so happy to have someone that you participated in the same cycle that you was running from. See, here we do math. We look at your patterns. We don't just look at, oh, you keep meeting bad people. No. You meeting the same people. You tell them about the dating pool, but you did the thing that they like. Show your trauma. Show your pain. You know what? I hope you're not a cheater because I'm tired of being with cheaters. You know what? I hope you're nice because I'm used to slow down because they're going to find you. You're not even talking about what you want. You're talking about what you don't want. When you give a list of what you don't want, right? Cheat code, whether it's online profile or in real life, when you talk about all the things you don't want, you're giving me a list of all the things that you've been through. Instead of just organically trying to get to know them and vet them, now you have a laundry list of things that they can key off of because you're talking to, and you think if I tell him this, let me tell y'all something. Because we're getting ready to close. This is the audacity of us as adults, right? Am I frozen? This is the audacity of us as adults. This is how silly this is, right? I need confirmation that y'all can hear me. Okay. Here's the audacity that we have as adults. We think that if we tell somebody that you don't want a cheater, that if they was a cheater, they would be like, you know what? I'm going to have to pass because I'm a cheater. They're not going to do that. So what's the point? I hope you're not a liar. Yeah, I am a damn liar. I hope you like liars. Nobody. You don't need to say it. Oh, I don't know how many times I need to tell y'all that. They can smell the trauma on you. That's why when you come to coaching with me, if you're single, you are not allowed to date until I release you, until you matriculate through the program so that we can shake off some things. Because the reason why these people find you is because your trauma is leading. You won't know that it is, but I will. And if you get to a certain point in my system, you be like, okay, coach, am I ready to date? And I'm going to be like, let me ask you a few questions. Now I'm going to start sniffing you the same way they would. I'll be like, nope, it's still on you. Go back and redo lesson 2 and then come back and we can talk about it. Tell me what you hear in that lesson that applies to what you're dealing with right now. You're going to see it with different eyes because I'm going to redirect you to the same thing, but you're going to learn something different. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do a reassessment, right? Doesn't mean perfect because when you go back outside, you're still going to have questions. But guess what? You got me now. I will smell it. I will see it and I will smell it. And all you got to do is type words. It's all in your language. If I can parse it out your language, so can they. Most people here, they will tell me that they identify with something that I said, or if I answer your question, they're going to be like, how did you know? It's all in your language. It's all in how you present yourself, and you don't even realize it. I will point it out to you within minutes. I will stop you mid-sentence and be like, I don't need to know the rest of the story. This is what it is. It's in your everything that you do. So we don't teach you here to hide who you are. We help you regulate yourself around your pain so that it's not front-facing. When it's front-facing, you will always find that these people, I don't understand why the narcissist is attracted to me. I know why. It doesn't mean there's something bad. All it really takes, right, very simply, is for you to be an empath. Narcissists love empaths. Empaths love really hard. They're going to forgive they're going to forgive you early. I need you. It's all over. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You letting the person know you don't have boundaries. Empath, so of course they're going to pick you. Even I don't know why they always end up with it. Yeah, because you like it too. Hey, wait a minute, Coach Derrick. I don't like narcissists. No, wait. Wait. Not big you, little you. And if you don't know what I mean by that, get in my inbox. See, a fixer needs something to chase. So let me land my plane. I hope y'all got something out of this. This will be uploaded to YouTube within the next 24 hours. Okay. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It will be everywhere, so you can listen to the replay. And hopefully you go back and listen to all the podcast episodes, and then one day you'll trust me enough to help you so that you don't have to try to help yourself and struggle. You'll have a structure to your healing journey. And then maybe one day you'll be willing to sit down and heal. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have an amazing night. And if you need to find me, you can inbox me or go to www.sitdownandheal.com, and everything you could ever imagine that you need is there. We have workbooks, ebooks, journals. We have one-on-one. We have group coaching. We have self-paced coaching with a guide. Like, you think you're going to be judged talking to me on the phone? Cool. Go get the self-paced thing. I'm still with you. You think, oh my God, I'm not ready for that. Then go read an ebook. The ebook ain't going to judge you either. Like, well, it costs too much. If you say that, that means you haven't gone to my site yet. Because all the ebooks are like under $20. What are we talking about? See, I'm prepared for you because what I do intrinsically, whether it's my website, whether it's how I coach you, is I don't coach you or do the website or design anything with my own brain. I pretend that I'm 3 years old and I designed it around there. So you can't say, oh, I didn't find it. The button was too small. Oh, I couldn't. You know what? I feel like you're going to judge me. It's already handled. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Okay, you can split it into payments. Oh, you know what? It does still splitting into payments costs too much. Go get the ebook to start. It's under $20. Well, once you start doing all of that, you ain't ready to be coached anyway. Have a good day. All of your objections have been handled. Before you even look at the website, I thought about you. I thought about a 3-year-old and an 8-year-old. How could they best interact? How could I make sure that they get it? When you actually get coaching from me, everything is intuitive enough for a 10-year-old to understand. I do that on purpose because you can't say it was over your head or under your head. Now what? Get in my inbox and let's get to work. It's 2026. It's almost April, y'all. Your New Year's resolutions have dissolved, but your healing journey is a lifetime thing. So invest in yourself and let's get this thing going. Starbucks can wait. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Sit down and heal with Coach Derrick. Let that old pain breathe and we air it. You already know that you need to heal. Let me show you how. Turn the volume up, talk it out right now.